Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tija. Every week I drop videos here on how to analyze your data using Excel, SQL and Power BI. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through on how to build your fact and dimensions table in Power BI. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly hit on the subscribe button, drop a comment, hit on like and share the link with your network. Before you go into building our fact and dimensions table, it is important for us to know what is fact and dimensions table. Fact table stores observations or events that can be sales, stock balance, exchange rate, and so on. So a fact table contains foreign keys. So if your fact table must contain foreign key. So what is foreign key? So use foreign key to link between dimensions table and your fact table. That's what you use to link your fact table to your dimensions table. Also, your fact table contains larger number of rows and columns compared to your dimensions table. All right, so dimensions table. What is dimensions table? Dimensions table describe business entities, the things you model. So this could be entities could be product. If we are dealing with sales data, it could be product, categories, customers, people, places, etc. Those are your dimensions table. So these things are contains your dimensions table. So dimensions table is not as large or as long as your facts table because it contains smaller entities. So now we know what is fact table and what is dimensions table. So let's quickly jump into Power BI and build our fact and dimensions table. So I have my Power BI opened. So we are going to get our data. So if your data is in SQL, you click on it, it's a CSV file. You come to the get data, Excel or CSV, depending on where you have your data. So my data is in Excel, so I'll click on Excel. Beauty store is the data we're going to work on. Click on open. So not to worry, I'm going to drop the link to Dataset in the description below. You can download the dataset after watching this video. You're going to pick data, click on it. So now you're not going to click on load. So you're going to click on transform data. So if you click on load, it's going to load into Power BI. So if you click on transform, you're going to open the Power Query tab, the Power Query window where you can transform your data, or we can manipulate your data or transform it. So click on transform data. So we have our Power Query editor here. So you can see a Power Query editor. So we have our Power Query editor here. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to go through the data set and ensure all the data are in correct order and their correct format. So you go to the transform tab. So data type is in text for the order ID. So for the order date, the data type is in date. For customer ID is in text. For segment is in text. For city text, state text, country text, region is in text, market is in text, subcategory text, and so on. Product, annual profit target, quantity is in whole number. So this annual profit target could be in percentage or could be in currency, like in thousands. So sales, discount is in percentage. So let's quickly change this to percentage. So click on it, percentage, say yes. So we have that in percentage. You can as well leave it. So I'm showing you how to change the data type. You can as well leave it the way it is. So now since we check the data type, they are in the correct format. The next thing we are going to do, we are going to duplicate this data, right? We are going to duplicate the data, but also create our dimensions table. So first of all, this is our facts table. So I'm going to rename this to facts table. Facts table. So how can we get our dimensions table from this facts table? So I'm going to duplicate it, like I said earlier. We're going to duplicate it. So you right click, duplicate. So we have our facts table here. So what entities do we want to see first? So remember, dimensions table contains entities. So what entities do we want to see first? Is it customers? Is it location? Is it what do we want to see first? So let's start with location. So let's start with location. So location column is the city, the state, the country, the region, and the market. So I'm going to click on city, press the control key, press and hold the control key, click on state, click on country, click on region, click on market. All right, so since we've done that, we are going to remove other columns because other columns are not locations, right? So subcategory is not a location, category is not a location, product is not a location. So we want locations. So everything that have to do with location, so that's what we want. Since we have selected these columns, we are going to right click on it. We say remove other columns. What does this mean? Remove other columns mean remove the subcategory and the category and the profit and so on. So remove other columns. So you right click on it, sorry. Remove other columns. Are we going to leave it this way? No, we are not going to leave it this way. So what are we going to do now? We are going to remove duplicates. So you click on it. So you hold your shift key. So you click on it, click on everything. So click on this, click on it. So you say remove duplicate. So you right click. You say remove duplicate. All right, so we are not to do that. So let's quickly review query settings. So let's clear this. All right, so remove duplicate. So we click on it. We say remove duplicate. So we will remove all our duplicates for that. So we will remove duplicate for that. So the next thing we are going to do now, all right, so since we have removed duplicate, the next thing we are going to do now, we are going to give this a name. So we're going to give it dim. Dim stand for dimensions, dim location, dim location. So we hit on enter. So we have that there. So the next dimensions table we are going to create is going to be for what? For product. So we are going to duplicate this. So we're going to select the product. So click on any tab. So we go to product. So product we have here, category, subcategory, and product. So we don't have any other product here. So we don't have any other one there. So we don't have. So we right click anywhere and say remove other columns. So remove other columns. So you right click and say remove duplicate. So we have removed duplicate. So now the next thing we are going to give this a name. We say dim product. All right, so not to worry about the data set. I'm going to drop the link in the description where you can download the data set after this. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to create for customer. So you are going to duplicate this. So what thing we want the customer ID and the segment. So this segment means a customer self-employed, is it corporate like is it self-employed, is it working by himself, he will employ himself, is it corporate like is it corporate companies like Amazon, Zenith Bank and the rest. So that's what this segment means. So those are customers. Consumer, so consumer could be someone that just walked in, maybe a student or another person might mean a consumer. So those are the two columns we are going to be making use of. So you right click, you say remove other columns. After that is done, the next thing you're going to say remove duplicates. So all duplicate has been removed. We're going to give this a name. We're going to say dim customer. Dim customer. So that is done. So let's maintain consistency. So let's remove this hyphen. You don't need this hyphen here. All right, so the next thing we are going to do now, we are going to quickly load it into our data model. So where we are going to create our relationship. We are going to quickly do that. So you come to the home tab. You come to the home tab. You say click and load. Apply changes. Okay, so our tables have been loaded to our Power BI. So we can see our facts table, our dim product table, our location, our customer. So now, so the first thing we are going to do before we create our model, we are going to create a calendar table for us to carry out time series analysis. So we need to create our calendar table. So we come to new measures. Sorry, not new measures. So we click on modeling. So what we want new table. So you click on new table. Since you want to create a table for calendar, so click on new table. So we give it a name. We can give it date table or calendar table. So let's give it calendar table. We're going to use a DAX function known as calendar auto. So this calendar auto is going to automatically pick calendar from our data set. So that's the essence of calendar auto. So we close back the parentheses. We now hit on enter. So we have that there. So we have that in your table view, our calendar. So click on your table view. Click on table view. You have our calendar there. So what next are we going to do now? So I'm going to click on this because we don't want the time. We want only the calendar. So you come to format. So it depends on where you are. So I'm in Nigeria. So we use the day, month, and year calendar format. So I'm going to use this. So that is not all. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to go to the table tools, mark as date. So you turn this on. So you click on this drop down. So you pick date, validated successfully. So now click on save. All right, so let's quickly create our calendar for the year. So I'm going to extract the year from, I'm going to extract the year from our calendar. So let me quickly do that, show you how to do that. So click on new column. So you type in year. So you type in year, open your square bracket, a column, calendar table date, hit on enter, and hit on close, and I hit on enter. So we have the date here. So I'm going to pause and quickly enter for all the months, for month, day, and year. So I'll drop the DAX in the description below. I'll drop the DAX for you in the description below. So we are done creating our calendar. So if you don't know how to create this calendar, I have a video. You can watch my video on how to create a calendar table in Power BI. So I have a video for that already. So you can check it in one of my videos. Down in the video, you see it down there. Right, so since we have done creating our calendar table, everything, let's get down to business. Let's go out and create our model. So you click on the model view, click our model view. So we are in the model view. So this is our model view. Click on the model view. We're going to have this. So we close this tab, we close this. So we have our different tables we created earlier. So this is our dimensions table for products, facts table, dimensions table for customers, dimensions table for location, and this is our calendar table we just created a few seconds ago. So now we can't leave it like this, right? We can't leave it like this. We need to arrange it. You need to bring this over here. You bring this over here. You bring this, bring this down here. So you bring calendar. So let's take this up. You can keep it somewhere here. So bring our calendar here. So let me close this. All right. So we have our table. So this is our facts table. Dimensions table are surrounding the facts table, right? So your calendar table is also your dimension. It's also a dimension table. So we have it surrounded it here. Our fact table. Our dimension table is surrounding our fact table. So you want to expand, you can as well do that. So let's create the relationship using foreign key. So you want to check our facts table. So first of all, let's check we want to create a relationship from the product to the facts table using foreign key. So we have product, category, and subcategory. So let's scroll down. Okay, we have here product. We have here, sorry, we have a category. We have here product, and we have sub product down here. So let me bring this down a little bit so it will be like this. All right, okay. So now let's create a relationship. So since we have seen product here, so I'm going to drag from here to here. So we drag from the fact to the dimension table. All right, so we are going to drag from the product to the fact table. So we have that. What's good? All right, so let's quickly try other columns. So let's check for, so let's create our relationship now. I think there was an error, we're putting it in the wrong column. So let's link it to subcategories. So you need to drag it from here to here. So we have one to many. So click on OK. So city. So we drag from here, city. One to many. So city is okay. So we have customer ID. So we drag from here. One to many. So we have other dates. So we drag from here to here, one to many. So hit on OK. So it must be one to many or many to one. So it can't be many to many, right? So remember the first one was showing us many to many because we dropped it in the wrong column. So now this one is showing us many to one or one to many. So hit on OK. So we have that there. So let's quickly expand it so you can see it clearly. Okay. All right. So that's how to create your facts and dimensions table in Power BI. Thank you for staying to the end of this video. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to see this channel grow, drop hit on the like button, drop a comment, and share the link with your network. See you in the next video. Bye.